Welcome to the section of this course. Today, I will be solving limits with substitutions of trigonometric functions. Okay. Now here, there are four problems. Number one is limit of cos x upon x minus pi by 2, where x tends to pi by 2. Okay. When x tends to pi by 2, when x equals to pi by 2, these become a undefined. It's a indeterminate form. Okay, so these are functions. What we can do is we can either apply trigonometric substitutions, or what we can do is we can use L'Hospital rule. Okay, so today's topic is regarding substitution of trigonometric functions. We'll use some substitutions, standard substitutions. Okay, I will tell you how to use substitutions. Since x tends to pi by 2, you substitute or you put x minus pi by 2 equals to some variable h. Okay, let's see here. Limit of x tends to pi by 2 cos of x upon x minus pi by 2. Okay, now we want to change all variable x into some variable h. Okay, let's see. Let's substitute or put h equals to what? X minus pi by 2. Okay, then what is x? Okay, from here x will be pi by 2 plus h. Okay, my x will be, if I send it there, it should be pi by 2 plus h. Okay, what about limits? When x tends to pi by 2, okay, when x tends to pi by 2, what is the value of h? When x tends to pi by 2 minus pi by 2, it becomes 0. Okay, therefore h tends to 0. Okay, when x tends to pi by 2, h tends to 0. So we need to change all the limits. Okay, therefore limit of cos of, instead of x, what we have to do? X pi by 2 plus h. Pi by 2 plus h upon h, where x tends to pi by 2 is what? H tends to 0. Okay, h tends to 0. Limit x tends to pi by 2 become h tends to 0. X minus pi by 2 is what? H. Okay, what is pi by 2 plus h? Remember, we have this. Okay, here first quadrant, after school take coffee, or all students take calculus. Okay, now here we have 0. This is pi by 2 or 90 degree. This is pi or 180. This is 3 pi by 2. Okay, or you can say it's 360 degree. Okay, now pi by 2 plus h is what? Pi by 2 plus h is in this second quadrant. Okay, in this second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal is sine and cosec is positive. Okay, therefore cos is negative. Cos is negative. Okay, but since it is multiple of pi by 2, cos will go to sine. Therefore, it will become minus sine of h upon h. Let me repeat again. Cos of pi by 2 plus h is pi by 2 here plus h is here. Okay, it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive and its cosec is positive. Therefore, cos will be minus over here. Since it is multiple of pi by 2, cos will go to sine. Okay, limit h tends to 0, sine h by h is 1. Okay, here, therefore this we have minus over here. This is value is minus 1. Now let's sum 2. Okay, here limit of x tends to a, sine of x minus sine of a upon x minus a. Similarly, here also we have to substitute. Let's substitute h equals to x minus a. How to remember? Okay, since tends to is there, you consider as whatever value you are bringing here, independent variable h, new variable, So x minus a tends to consider as x minus a. Okay. Therefore, what is x? From here, x equals to h plus a. Okay. Here x is h plus a. As change the limit as x tends to a. Okay. As x equals to a, the value of h become a 0 because a minus a is 0. Therefore, h tends to 0. Therefore, limit of when x tends to a become a h tends to 0. H tends to 0. Sine of x. What is x? X is h plus a minus sine of a upon what is x? X is h plus a minus a. Okay. Here minus a plus a gets cancelled, and here we have only h. Okay. Here we have to use sine c minus sine d. Remember, sine c minus sine d is we have sine of c minus sine of d equals to twice cos c plus d upon 2 sine c minus d upon 2. Okay. Sine c minus sine d. Okay. Is 2 cos c plus d upon 2 sine c minus d upon 2. If it is plus sine c plus sine d, then twice sine c plus d into cos c minus d. Okay. Now let's apply here. C will be h plus a, d will be a. Therefore, limit of h tends to 0. This is sine c. Okay. This c. Therefore, twice cos of c plus d. Okay. Here d is h plus a plus here h plus a upon 2 sine of c h plus a minus a upon 2 upon h. Okay. Now here minus a plus a gets cancelled. These 2 I can bring down. Okay. Limit of h tends to 0. Twice I will bring 2 over in down. 2 cos cos h plus a is what? Twice a upon 2. Minus a plus a gets cancelled. Sine of h upon h by 2. This h by 2. Upon this h, these 2 I am bringing down here. Okay. These 2 I am bringing down. Okay. Here h by 2. Okay. Now this is when h tends to 0, this become a 1. Okay. 1 when h tends to 0, here this become a 0. Cos of 2a upon 2 gets cancelled. I will be getting only here cos of a. 2 gets cancelled, so it will be only cos a. Okay. This is the required answer for 2. Now let's see 3. Okay, 3 number. Limit of x tends to a, cos of x minus cos of a upon root x minus root a. Here also we have to substitute what? H equals to x minus a. Okay. Let's substitute h equals to x minus a. Okay. Therefore, from here, what is x? X is I can send a that side is h plus a. Change the limit. Don't forget to change the limit. Okay. When x tends to a, okay, when x equals to a, what is the value of h? A minus a become a 0. Therefore, value of h become a 0. Okay. Now substitute here. Therefore, limit of h tends to 0. Cos of what is x? X is h plus a minus cos a upon what is root x? X is root of h plus a minus root a. Okay. Now here what we can do is we can apply cos c minus cos d formula. Remember, cos c minus cos d is, we have cos c minus cos d is, we have 2 sine of, if it is plus, okay, if it is plus then all are cos, if it is minus all are sine. Okay, here sine minus sine c plus d upon 2 sine of c minus d upon 2. Now if you want to send minus inside, then it will be d minus c. Okay, if it is cos c plus cos d, then you will get 2 cos c plus d upon 2 into cos c minus d upon 2. Okay, now let's apply this. Limit of h tends to 0 twice minus sin c plus d sine of h plus a plus a upon 2 into sine h plus a minus a upon 2 upon this. Okay, here h plus a minus root a. Okay, when h tends to 0, see, when h tends to 0, here denominator become a what? Undefined. Okay, something by 0 is undefined. Still we need to rationalize this also. Now here, okay, see, when h tends to 0, this minus a and plus a gets cancelled. Okay, here I have what? Only h by 2. Okay, h by 2 only we have, and here what I have is sine of, I will like limit of h tends to 0 minus 2 sine of h plus twice a upon 2 sine of h upon 2. Now if I rationalize this, okay, rationalize this, what I will get? H plus a minus root a into what? Its conjugate. If it is minus, then plus up and down. Okay, h plus a plus root a into h plus a plus root a. Okay, now it is already from a minus b into a plus b. Therefore, it's a square minus b square. Okay, okay, a square minus b square. Now square root and square gets cancelled. What we have is here h plus a, square root and square gets cancelled. Here what we have is h plus a minus here. Okay, minus a. Okay, now plus a minus a get cancelled and we have only h. Okay, I'll write here big H. These two I can send down here 2. Okay, now this, when h tends to 0, okay, when h tends to 0, these become 1. Okay, and when h tends to 0, what is this? Here minus sine h tends to 0, sine I will get sine of twice a upon 2 is sine a, because 2 gets cancelled, into when h tends to 0. Okay, here root a plus root a is twice root a. Therefore, it's minus 2 root a into sine a. Okay, this is the required answer for 3. Now 4. Here we have limit of 4. Limit of x tends to pi by 6 cos of x minus root 3 sin x upon pi minus 6x. Okay, similarly we have to put what? Substitute h equals to x minus pi by 6. What is pi by 6? Pi by 6 is what? 180 upon 6 is 30 degree. Okay, pi by 6 is same as 180 in terms of degree is 30 degree. Okay, therefore when h equals to x minus pi by 6, therefore x equals to what? H plus pi by 6. Okay, change the limit. When x tends to pi by 6, okay, what is value of h? H become a 0, because when x tends to pi by 6 minus pi by 6 become a 0. Okay, therefore limit of h tends to 0, cos x, what is x? Okay, cos of x is h plus pi by 6 minus root 3. What is sin? Sin x. Sin of what is x? X is what? H plus pi by 6 upon pi minus 6 into, that is x, is h plus pi by 6. Okay. Now I can send these 6 inside. Okay. If I send this 6 inside, what will get? I will be getting 6h minus what? 6 is gets cancelled, minus pi. Okay, 6h, and then I will get what? 6h minus pi. Okay, here pi and minus pi gets cancelled. I will getting only 6h. Okay, minus 6h. Okay. Now here what I have to do? We have to expand cos A plus B formula, and similarly here also I have to expand sin A plus B formula. Remember, cos A plus sin A plus B is what? Sin of A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. And another is what we have to apply is cos of A plus B. Cos of A plus B is cos A cos B. If it is plus, then plus sin A sin B. These two formula we have to apply over here. Okay, cos A plus B is equals to limit of h tends to 0. Here cos A plus B is what? Cos A cos pi by 6 cos B plus sin h sin pi by 6. This is for this, minus root 3 sin A plus B is sin A sin h cos pi by 6 plus cos h sin pi by 6 upon minus 6h. Okay. Now what is 30 degree? Okay, here we have sine of 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Sine 0 is 0, 30 is 1 by 2, root 3 by 2, half 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Okay. Now here cos, just reverse it. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, half. Okay. Here cos of 30 degree. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. See here I can write root 3 upon 2. Sin 30 is half. Here I can write half. Here cos pi by 6 is 30 degree. Here I can write half. Sin pi by 6 is root 3 upon 2. Okay.